behind.
Already lurking at the back here, while Oreo expecting it, and Josh S. Oh, that's a big blow right as of the moment. Attackers will have to manage this in a 5 versus 4. Ripper afraid of the wall, gonna have to break it right now, but I do like the Bren moment here. That wall is really delaying the rest of Oasis. They're afraid of what is about to come, and Savvy's nade is gonna be huge if it can connect onto that spike, which it does not. And Coco, oh, he's got a counter wall, and that's gonna be a full defuse, and even a flawless round, a flawless retake. They should be able to get that back up. Invy will count this out. Oh, BraiNfreeZe, FireSaiyajiN tangling, could make some damage, and he does. Oasis, they got the advantage at the start of the round, and as the round progresses, Bren just slowly pivot back into their favor. They're now shaking hands with the possibility of getting this round in their own ends. So we're back to the 3 versus 3, but the defenders, or excuse me, opposite side, the attackers, still stuck on their own spot. They have time to make their magic work.
Get the heal for
30 seconds
BraiNfreeZe
left.
and give him a bit more fight, a bit more heart in this. We were able to get the res as well, but it was quickly denied right after, or at least minimized. Oh, they have to be careful clearing this corner because Ripper is ready to really pounce line and punish him for it. It's gonna be so hard to make it through this as Invy shuts them all down. We know that this guy
uses the smokes to full fruition, while Oreo as well spotted that one. Hotsauz pushed back from pipes as the nade almost explodes and takes him down.
Oh, Ripper here. And the wall drops, which means they're all going to have their eyes forward, not behind the smoke. Ripper is able to find one, but quickly traded on out here by SavyAK. That gives him a leeway to make it into the site. It's a 4v4. Josh S. still a sheriff in hand, not able to retrieve that rifle. EJ's already positioned himself at the top here in the second floor. Try and get them that anchor position and hold down the plant and really keep him safe. They're going to plan for the second floor once again this time. They have to be careful because Coco's already used his wall, so there is no more barrier that will really fight him in the back later on. Dipping into the fight in BraiNfreeZe. He is wise and he knows what to do. EJ finding a second kill in the round. It's down to a 2v4 as well. Make that a 1v3 as Markyy's left alone and taken down 3-2. He's got his blades up. He's looking to try and cut things open for Oasis' side as well. Does not connect with a showstopper. And he dies because he was low, hit by Markyyy in the air.
It's unfortunate we can't see the electric cha-cha play from both the Sobas as BraiNfreeZe and Invy pop the Hunter's Fury together, while Oreo has already shown his force or his presence on the flank. Doesn't commit to the fight. This could be a detriment for the Bren side, but it doesn't work at the end as Invy as well as Markyyy catch them in transition, trying to plant the spike. But at the moment, 2 versus 2. Markyyy is very much injured, so it's all going to be up to Oreo.
Last player standing.
Through. Oh, that is an unfortunate timing, but while Oreo still has
one enemy
nice
remaining.
Little angle there, loving that. You can't manage to jump through if you go for that crouch jump. Misses the peak though, but BraiNfreeZe, he's expecting Belt. The wall, he's right in front of him, but he misses him on the peak. Unfortunate. At least we know that there's a sniper for Oasis side.
No one's on A. Not a single player from Oasis is on A, but they're committing to it. Oh, the missed dash towards the forward position as Wild Oreo still gets another kill through it. Coco's able to find one inside, able to get the trade off, but Wild Oreo again and come back with a third kill of his own from the...
And the Oasis are only waiting.
3-6. Man, Oasis, they're looking to get the 4th on the board. As Savvy goes down, it's a big player to take out here in the round. The first one to fall as well on that lurk. Josh S follows suit. Markyyy, he's not going to miss those. We know he's very reliable in those shots with that weapon. Oh, the whiff here coming from EJAY. Very uncharacteristic, but one really needed to connect on the retake. He finally gets the second follow-up shot. He's going to need a bit more. Hotsauz gets the kill. Not able to find the follow-up there. This time EJAY, but the nade is going to connect. And EJAY brings it to a 1v1. He pops the blades, and he gets the clutch. The ROG clutch. They already have some idea that some of the players are going to be coming from that A main, from their own spawn, from the attacker side spawn here. And this is something that Savvy knows he can expect. It's a 4v4, so it's definitely still winnable here by Oasis in the post-plant retake, but they're going to have to land their shots. They're going to have to find the timings as well to really make it happen. Ripper, that's what I'm talking about, man. You cannot let this opportunity escape you. And that's what has been happening to them. But they completely clean up house in the post-plant. It's all on the SavyAK, but he can't do it. There's too much for him to deal with.
The flank, they just had no information whatsoever, and then somehow something switched and Oasis wanted to go for the fight. Unfortunate. This is going to be Wild Oreo trying to just get away from the showstopper, which he just barely gets away from. The trade, not positive from either side. Very neck and neck. That was a lot of utilities used in transition.
I love how Bren, you know, even after losing that round right prior, they still come into this with a very aggressive mindset. Here comes the plant, but they're going to be able to deny that. Invy finding the perfect timing and positioning on the lineup to deny that from happening. And as Hotsauz goes down, that's a big potential for the heal. Already removed. Markyyy gets another kill on the EJAY. It's going to be so much more difficult now to plant without getting a single pick. He knows he has to find that. He gets the one. It's going to be savvy to find that, but Coco's last left alive. Rather, finds savvy to leave JessieVash to be the last one left alive. And that Viper, the snake in the ground.
Intuitive to know where Bren's players were, especially when they were trying to plant a spike at default.
Commonly to, actually contrary to the common thought, that Viper's pick can actually make things a lot more difficult to plant sometimes on that B site. And Markyy's going to make things difficult for Bren as they lose the opening pick and kitchen control more importantly here. Gives him a really good position, and Hotsauz just not ready. I think he was trying to boost himself up, maybe with a wall, but a little too late there. As Oasis, a potential flawless pistol round is coming underway.
Flawless.
There it is. Flawless side itself is Oasis's for the meantime.
They have a possibility and an opportunity to plant here. You can see Savvy being wary of that 2 position. There are no traps, nothing to alarm him if anything comes his way. He does get the kill on the retreating Coco, and so does EJAY. There's 2 spears here for Bren Esports, making it happen, but Markyyy and Invy answer right back. And Invy finds the third. Savvy's going to find the second and a third for him as well. Here comes the retake, 1v2, but BraiNfreeZe and Savvy are both on, especially the latter. He brings it down to that 1v1. BraiNfreeZe is very reliable on these clutches, but Markyy's even better.
They still have the need to throw out. Markyy's going to be holding 410, and they're just going to get the site.
Oh, they get the site, but can they hold onto it in the post plant when or Bren going to be able to get the defuse here? It's going to be very difficult to retake with an operator, especially with his Viper's pit just cutting up every sightline that EJAY could potentially use. So if there's a time to pop his blades, now could be it. Be able to make the fight up close. But Invy, and oh my goodness, he finds Hotsauz and Savvy. Both of them, that's a huge pick to come from Invy. EJAY finds one, but will it really be enough? He shuts Invy down, but only for the meantime as Coco's able to get the trick off immediately, and Wild Oreo is going to get the kill too. EJAY, he's just now to this operator of his, able to fend him off, but he knows the goal here is to save the weapon. He's going to get shot from the back. The timing doesn't work out. As soon as he turns around, that's when Markyyy swings, and that's when Oasis position and kill EJAY with a showstopper. So EJAY has to be very careful to use that dash to perfection to get out of the fight if he needs so. Hotsauz finds the kill on the Ripper. A big pick to find. No more Viper wall to be put up. But Markyyy and Wild Oreo are going to find both of the duelists. That's what I was talking about. That showstopper can be so dangerous to fight against, especially in committed positions like that. And Oasis, they have the lead here on the post plant, and they bring it to a 4v2.
I'll say something later after this round that was probably why EJAY just met his demise so easily. Anyways, 2 versus 4 here. BraiNfreeZe managing through screens, his teammate coming through rafters. They could wrap around Wild Oreo, but the crossfire is also good on Oasis' side. Challenge to come through. BraiNfreeZe trying to bait out Wild Oreo right here, and it's working. They're managing. Savvy's been revived. Coco still having to manage his through. The double spray down by Markyyy and Coco, and the dash out by Markyyy just to fade away.
Bren are going to have to play 5 rounds perfectly to come back into this. Maybe not flawlessly, but they have to get every single one. Cannot drop a single round right now. They've got the Hunter's Fury, the Sheriff here. But EJAY with the Vandal is going to make things happen. But they're on the retreat, but not too careful about that. That nade is going to connect and find EJAY with the Kobe from range. Perfectly put, perfectly placed, and they get the site control.
And look at the Wild Warriors. They're not going to expect this. They're like, ooh,
30 seconds left.
And he still gets away. Challenges through. He's feeling a bit too hot. Overheats. Hotsauz cools him down. 2 versus 3 as the round progresses. And Hotsauz this time does not have the res. Can't have the maybe the opportunity to pick up a Vandal, but they don't need to. He gets pick after pick. Goes out of smoke. Pumps himself through the Raptors. It's going to be very risky. It's going to be very
attackers.
Yelling, especially when they got Ripper right back as well. He just fit in like a glove to this team. But we're going now into round number 1 of map number 2. And on the defensive side, Bren, they give up that mid position. Oasis free and happy to take mid and mark it.
We've seen this from many teams before where they just rush right in. I think one of those was like Zeals with FireSaiyajiN, having no concern for human life. While Oreo has used everything he had but the kitchen sink with his utility, and he sweeps right out with Markyyy. Teammate is blind. Savvy trying to capitalize, but it's not going to happen. They could run all the way to the A side right now.
Last player
BraiNfreeZe caught out in the open, but OG, Oasis Gaming playing very controlled, very passive, waiting for Bren to make some mistaken steps.
Be faster.
And EJAY spotted on mid. Oh, he is taking them down one after the other. He's still pretty healthy here around.
Especially since they're all low. And maybe, yeah, there's a half HP on Wild Oreo here, but this is completely doable. This is very possible for EJAY to try and clutch. And while a clutch it would be, Oasis took him quite a while to get the plant down, but they do finally have it. Information given away. One's there towards the dice. And can he roll it in his favor? But no, Wild Oreo.
All right, back to the matter at hand. That was a closer round than it should have. Good catches from BraiNfreeZe off-cam kills. Aggressive push already by Wild Oreo here. He's gonna pinch play. Oh, that's huge. Flash for the dash through. And the smoke out from Markyyy, just that nobody can catch him on market there.
Oh, no.
The cross through Savvy. He reacts in time to the flash, but they're not going to challenge it. They want to go for the B side itself, as they still have to deal with Hotsauz, who is anchoring it. And Oreo now looks at the lurk for the moment as he closes the door. Hotsauz is contained, but he is holding on true.
B.
Such a good
One
player.
enemy
And this is going to leave coco to remain. Phantom in hand, but it's not going to be...
Savvy. He needs to win this fight. A swing here won't be great for him. He does molly off and use a fragment towards that position, but he's going to get stunned by the cabbages. Markyyy's going to get that kill, but EJ's quicker. The quick trade out there from coco is not going to let him get too hot and to bring it to a 3v3. coco's taking lots of damage in that engagement, but he does have the lockdown to really settle things in their favor. And he really, I guess, kind of control the site, but this hasn't presented itself just yet. The Ares, it's received a nerf in the recent times, but hey, he's still going to want to use that. It can be a very deadly tool. And little do they know, Hotsauz is already right above him. The turret will spot him on out, but coco's low, so he has to be careful as well. DubsteP getting that kill. Invy with the D over the Sheriff, able to trade him on out, and he finds a second. He knew he was up there because of the information. BraiNfreeZe, last one left alive. coco is very low, so if he gets the kill on the Invy here, this is very winnable. But Invy, there is utility here. They do not want to trigger the alarm button just yet. They smoke it off. Here comes the knife. Really try and nullify them to 0 point. Hotsauz gets a kill off of that, and just now someone's going to keep him at bay. The fragment to follow up as well. Oasis seems stifled from their push, but not dissuaded just yet.
Risky for Markyyy here to try to push through that. As there was a couple of pop shots there. Hotsauz not finding anything. Josh S, triple kill. He's hold the fort.
30 seconds left.
The bomb flash is coco. Can't react in the nick of time. He is just trapped. However, Savvy wants to manage that. He will still win proper things. And what probably they've heard is the utility of the KJ on the A side. So they're going to risk the B. No nanoswarms. Only BraiNfreeZe. They're going to have to deal with the Freaking Dart first because it's going to tag a couple.
30 seconds
That's going to be Wild Oreo shut down. Markyyy finds Josh S somewhere with the shorty. That's a little bit unfortunate as he picks up the Phantom. BraiNfreeZe tight on logs. Can they get the trade? Not going to happen this day. It's all down to Markyyy here onto the side, but he's making some strides here, some waves. And his teammate, if he waits long enough, he could find the fight on Hotsauz.
One enemy remaining.
Dashes right in, and
left.
Look at this pinch play. They should know. Savvy's somewhere here. He's still going to climb this. Oh, RG, how close are you with this? Oh, Savvy. Oh, he got the pistol, and he whipped it out in time, and Markyyy reacts just as it's spotted. He still is safe, though, so it's going to be about who's the better shot as of the moment. Markyyy clears the coverage here and spotted out by 2. He's going to have to get this out here for the moment. But no, because they do have that 100 Spirit on their side, OG is still fighting at this location, and there's still more and more deeper into Garden here. With Hotsauz to remain. It's another beautiful banger of a shot. One tap, and it's a 4 versus 1, and they have figured out where Hotsauz lies. Does have his ultimate, but it is incredibly risky, especially now that he knows, he doesn't know where his opponents are, but they know where he is.
A beautiful push coming in from Oasis there. And we'll touch upon the positioning after this round is all said and done, but I mean, for the most part it is Unless some heroics come in here from Hotsauz. Maybe find a pick or two. He's doing it the way they know he's up here in the rafters. He finds one, but immediately traded out by Mark.
He is tagged. They know now that he's going to be playing on the B site. And Oasis, again, do not want to touch the hot potato that is Hotsauz with the Cajun killing on the B. So they're going to mark themselves for this B push. And it should be good. Oh, no. Savvy tried to be cheeky, but Markyyy is that good. Unfortunately for BraiNfreeZe, he cannot handle the ferocity of the Odin, and he got knocked his block off before he can get that second kill.
So hard to track that. And it's so unfortunate as well for Savvy. That is not going to do favors for his confidence at all. EJAY cannot land the shot, the turret being too big of a nuisance, and
oh my god,
dude, Hotsauz there's no way he can peek at this point. He's detained. Have some idea if he was here in the rafters. They spam it and they get the kill.
You can hear Taylor in my ear saying nice play.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Apologies.
International audience.
Anyway, yeah, execute on the round while Oreo twisting and dunking, not the second, the master, right? EJAY, he does get taken on down. Markyyy, he's going to probably find his kill. And so that is feels bad, and they're all under here. None of them go down. Rifle taken out.
We'll see if that can lead Bren to a round victory.
Savvy though opens things up, and that's what he needs to get going in this game. Get that pick, feel that confidence really flowing back into him.
Spike down B.
Oh, Invy does get that pick off here in the BraiNfreeZe. Finding a second here for Oasis. It's going to be wild. Or he finds a double. Savvy finds another in the round, but they're so low. Single bullet can do him on in. Savvy finds a third. Josh, he's trapped here between a rock and a hard place. And Invy's going to show him
how determined goes if it's going to be an invite-only wildcard qualifier. In any case, Bren still are in this. They're not out of it, but they still have to go through a monumental challenge. There's Coco holding the site, Suck, and Nanoswarm coupled up. Bren out for the moment, but EJAY, he's not backing away. He's down to 8 HP, but he still wants to take the site, and now he's blasted by the rest of the Oasis Gaming players. Oh! Savvy retaliates with his own ultimate, and finally they wiggle their way through. Doesn't get the knockout though, but that is still going to be the challenge map. She's the most cultured esports caster from the Philippines, right? As of the moment. She's in Cambodia right now, by the way. So shout outs to Eliza in Cambodia. But shout outs from Ripper from the back of the site as he does get the frag off. Coco's gonna be holding this, but double swung by Bren will allow them to take the site regardless. Hotsauz gonna be holding the cross on B main, and I think OG got snubbed this one out. They should know this. And Invy wins out the fight as he slow peeks it, leaving Josh S and Savvy at the back of it. Josh S tries to get the upper hand, but gets tagged heavily.
One enemy
even
remaining.
through the blades, they are still outnumbered, and the pinch is still coming through. This flash from Savvy tried to capitalize, but he got spotted with his back turned against his enemy as he was looking to maybe push out after it pops. And then it was, again, a same spell, to be honest. What is that play? I like that. Let's go.
Cosmic Divide, then the lockdown to protect it, to make sure it doesn't get destroyed. Unless they throw some mollies or some nades at it, but that's not going to happen, so this gives them that safety, and Coco just completely trapped within the site. He should have made a play there, maybe pushed on out, try and get a kill before going down, or at least escape. But they bring it to a 4v4 here as to and the retake has to work out, but Josh S coming from Market, only able to find one, could have found more.
That's a cheeky one. Flash onto Markyyy, down to 1 HP. They do have this 3 versus 2.
Out of charges.
They're waiting for the wall to go down. They still have plenty of time. Set up with the recon dart. Back of the site. Now let's see if they can handle it on, and they do. And Bren survives for one.
That B side. They spotted EJAY out, so they thought it was coming towards A, but Josh S is a very precarious position here. One that could go only good for one, but
Spike planted.
they really need him to make a play right now. Has to be careful on this peak. Let them walk on by and clean up house after.
Josh S, smoke criminal, as the rest of the squad is coming right in. When the flash goes through, Josh S will be popping as well. But he spotted the dash from Markyyy, and he's still undetected, and he's dealing some damage here. There you go, 1 versus 1 right now. It's the Sova to Sova. Invy versus BraiNfreeZe, the crack versus the calm. Who is better? That recon dart is giving so much opportunity for BraiNfreeZe, but he swung out and Invy was ready. And the time? Plenty.
Time.
That's it.
GG. Oasis take the series,
Defenders
send
win.
Bren Esports home as they have been eliminated from their group stages.